All right, let's talk about one of the most bizarre and honestly tragic things you'll ever see in nature. It's called the ant death spiral. And it's a perfect example of how a brilliant system, a system built for success, can go horribly, horribly wrong.
So that's the big question, right? How can a perfect system lead to a total disaster? It sounds like it shouldn't even be possible. But to really get our heads around this, we've got to first understand just how incredible the system is when it's working. So, Section 1, the scent of success. This is all about how ants create these incredible highways of information. See, ants are amazing communicators, but they don't talk or use sight. Nope, they use chemistry. They literally build invisible roads out of scent for everyone else in the colony to follow. Okay, so here's how it works. Picture this. A single scout ant goes out and finds a food source. On its way back, it leaves this little chemical trail. It's made of something called pheromones. Then other ants come along and they can smell it. They follow that scented path right to the food. And here's the really brilliant part. On their way back, they add their own scent to the trail. So the path just gets stronger and more obvious with every single ant that uses it. It's a genius feedback loop, a self-reinforcing highway that basically screams, "Hey everyone, food's over here."
It's an almost perfect system. Almost. But see, that very same feature that makes it so powerful, that constant reinforcement, is also its fatal flaw. Because all it takes is one tiny mistake, one single wrong turn.
Which brings us to one wrong turn, the start of the spiral. So what is this mistake? Well, imagine a leading ant gets a little lost, maybe disoriented, and it accidentally circles back on itself and crosses its own pheromone trail. That's it. In that one moment, the trap is sprung. And that's what we call the ant death spiral. It's this phenomenon where a whole group of ants get stuck following that circular chemical trail. They're trapped in an endless loop, just marching and marching until they literally die of exhaustion. The other ants, their brains are wired to just follow the scent. They can't tell that this new looped trail leads absolutely nowhere. It just smells right. Okay, let's talk about the fatal feedback loop, because this is really about being trapped by instinct. And this is the key thing to understand. The ants aren't choosing to do this. It's pure hardwired instinct. Their entire world is built around one simple rule: follow the trail. And they are following that rule perfectly. So let's break this down. The original trail, the good one, it leads to food. The death spiral leads absolutely nowhere. The original trail, if ants stop using it, eventually just fades away. But the death spiral, it gets stronger with every single ant that joins the loop. One is the path to survival. The other, it's the path to total collapse. The spiral becomes so powerful, so potent with all those chemicals that the original trail to the actual food just disappears. Nobody's reinforcing it anymore. They're all stuck in the loop. And this all leads to the inevitable collapse, marching to exhaustion. At this point, there's no escape. They are completely, utterly trapped by the very system that's supposed to help them. Think about it. Their instincts are just screaming at them to follow this super concentrated chemical signal laid down by thousands of their own nestmates. They physically can't stop. And this quote really says it all. With no exit, they would march for hours until every single one died from exhaustion. That's the end game. They are locked in, marching on pure instinct, an instinct designed for survival that is now leading them directly to their death. They just walk until they drop. So we really have to look at this as a flaw in the code, or you could even call it the price of success. When you zoom out, this isn't just some freak accident. The death spiral is like a rare but catastrophic bug in an otherwise brilliant piece of evolutionary software. The very system that makes ant colonies so incredibly successful is the same one that holds this tiny, fatal flaw. And that really leaves us with a fascinating question to chew on. Is this just a failure of instinct, a weird evolutionary glitch? Or is it the price you pay for collective success? It's a sobering thought, really. A lesson about the hidden dangers in any perfectly ordered system. We're just following the rules. Following the crowd can sometimes lead everyone right off a cliff. Makes you wonder where else you might see that kind of thing, doesn't it?